Hi guys, I hope you're all doing well. My name is Lisa Tuff and this is your hair tutorial for PASQUAIT. I am so excited to be doing this tutorial. We have a really special look that we've just sort of customized to work well with the collection. So for those of you with longer hair, this is going to be a lot easier. Anyone with shorter textures, you can actually just go with a really natural finish. Putting in some like sea salt spray, roughing up the texture, and then pulling that hair half back a little bit if you want, or you can do a half bun and do our braid through the top with the fold, and on set I can do the accessory for you so that you have a portion that matches everybody else. So the tools that you're going to need today are a Mason Pearson brush. So this is to sort of brush up a lot of our ponytails. We're gonna be doing a prep blow dry. So you're going to need a Denman brush, a round brush, a blow dryer. You're also going to need a tail comb, some bobby pins, preferably ones that match your natural color. You're also going to need a few small elastics for our braid, and 1 or 2 larger elastics for the actual ponytail. I'm going to explain what I'm going to be doing so that I can speed through it for you and just make this really simple. And the products that you're going to need are, so today I have a serum and paste combination. It's one of my favorite combos for finishing. This is called Silk Veil and this is Multitasker, both from Style the Runway. And then I also have our Beauty Queen hairspray that I can just sort of dial to whatever I need it to, but you guys would probably would benefit from a medium hold hairspray for this look. And then I also have a little texture dust. This one's from Electric London, which is fantastic. It gives a really nice grit to any hair that you're braiding to get it to just sort of stay where you want it to. So it seems like a lot, but they all come in handy along the way in creating a awesome hairdo. So I'm gonna get started with what I call the wrap blow dry. The other product that you're actually going to need is a mousse or styling gel. So what I've actually been doing is mixing in Liquify with Silk Veil together for this blow dry prep. So what I'm gonna do is show you the technique. What I do is 1 pump of the Silk Veil, 2 pumps of the Liquify, which is a gel. So it actually creates a little bit of hydration and hold together. So what I'm gonna be doing is applying that all around my hairline. So what we're doing is we're gonna get the hair nice and smooth and prepped. So my hair is pretty clean right now. So I'm gonna do a second round of the gel and serum. So I've got that around my hairline nicely. So I'm gonna part through the middle and just apply this in a few 2 to 3 inch sections in towards the crown so that we can utilize that hold there as well. So you can just go through and brush that into the top. The wrap blow dry is a technique that's using the round of the head to smooth the hair. So this is in the beginning of all of my tutorials. With this one, we're gonna take the Denman brush. You can order these online. I'll get them at Vidalsa soon. And we're gonna be following our brush by about an inch, inch and a half with our blow dryer. So you'll wanna start around the edges, following that right to the back of the head without lifting the hair all the way around the sides. And you're not actually touching that brush to the blow dryer. And then we're gonna part down the middle through here and parting down the middle through the back. And in this case, you can actually directionally go straight up on the sides as well, because our bun is gonna be right on the very top of our head. So if you need a more in-depth version of this on how to do a really beautiful volume blow dry, there's one on my YouTube called How to Blow Dry Your Own Hair. So I'm gonna be using the exact same technique from that video to clip my hair in about 4 sections here. So one being on the sides of each, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the technique is using the round brush to get a little bit of lift and volume. You want to part the hair from just behind the ear, so inserting the brush underneath that section. So you don't need to lift up too much. We're simply just trying to smooth out the ends now. So you're gonna see me leaning to the left. When I'm blow drying the left, it just alleviates a lot of stress on our shoulders. It's so much easier if we just lean to the side. We're not fighting gravity. And then I'll be leaning to the right when I'm doing the right side. Okay, and then we're gonna divide the whole back half in half so we can clip that up. Maybe I'll do 1 or 2 little twists here so we can twist that hair and clip it right on top of the head, getting that out of the way. So now we can divide this into 2, bringing it forwards, and then all we have to do is part that right at the ear. So as you can see in my first round of doing the front, I'm not actually squishing the hair or suffocating the cuticle. What I'm doing is just hovering that blow dryer right along the cuticle to heat it up and allow that metal to just sort of heat on its own. If you hit a little snag, just grab the base of the hair and just comb it out nice and gently. And then once we take that back half down, we just know that it's those top 2 quarters that need to be done, so we can clip out our last one here. All right, so we've got a nice base here. We've got some hold up and through the roots, which is fabulous. So what we're gonna do is take our elastic and we're gonna just prep it with 2 little bobby pins on either side. If you're used to or more comfortable with a regular elastic, feel free to do that. This is just the best way that I know how to demo putting up a really, really high ponytail. So I'm gonna take a pump of the paste, the multitasker, a little pump of the serum together. Very little of the serum, more of the paste than serum. And I'm just going to pull that up and around my hairline, around the base. It smells so good. Okay, so I'm taking my Mason Pearson brush. I'm gonna hang my head upside down. And once I've attached once I have a nice high ponytail, we're gonna go directionally right on top of the head. Then we will attach our homemade bungee. So I like to start from the front with my head straight up, just holding tightly with the base of my thumb and working this directionally right on top of the head. So now I'm gonna flip over, starting from that same side and slowly brushing right into the very top of your head. So once you feel you have a really solid ponytail right on top of the head, holding that tightly, feel free to re-grip your hands however you need to. So I'm gonna open up one of the 2 bobby pins, inserting the pin right on the base of the scalp, and wrapping that elastic, holding it with the base of my palm on the other side, and just wrapping that until it starts to feel tight. And then I'm gonna redirect the pin right down into that elastic. So that they are a form of crisscross, okay? So we've got a beautiful, nice, clean ponytail. We're going to first take about a 3/4 of an inch section through the top. I'm just gonna apply another pump of the silk veil and one more full pump of the paste and cream. And I'm gonna just sort of delicately put some paste through there. And we're gonna wrap that ponytail around just once, hooking our fingers through here so that we can make a little loop, pulling that back through nice and tight, and continuing to circle that until you have a little tiny end on your ponytail. And then you just want to take a bobby pin and place that right around the two little tips, the two little ends. If you need to put an extra just for safety, you can actually hook in a little portion of that bobby pin before pivoting it right into the middle. So next step, okay, so we've got a really nice clean high ponytail right on top of the head. You can put a little excess product in through the sides there if you feel it needs to be cleaner. Now we're gonna take this in 3 sections. If you're talented with hair, you can actually add an extension into this if you want a more exaggerated look, or you can go with a little bit of a short folded braid. So, doing a very tight 3-strand braid. And on the side here, I just have a little palette, and I've just mixed a little bit of the silk veil and multitasker together, and I've just put a little extra on my hands as I'm doing this braid. Just so it has a nice, clean, sleek feel to it. And for those of you who don't know how to braid, we're basically just leaving one middle strand and placing the other 2 either over or under that one. So one always becomes the middle, placing the side underneath that becomes our new middle, placing the side underneath that, it becomes our middle. Nice and simple. So I'm just pasting the ends here and running a little bit of paste over the braid. I'm gonna try to get that as polished as possible so I can pull it up this way as well. Okay. And then I'm just gonna take an elastic to the end.